Hello and welcome to another edition of Jigawa in Focus, where we keep you up to speed with the latest development in Jigawa State. I am Fatima Ahmed Musa. In a rapidly evolving world, education and security remains the foundation of a prosperous society. Jigawa State is taking a bold step to ensure a brighter future for its youth while safeguarding critical public infrastructure. Through strategic initiative, the government is investing in digital empowerment and security to foster a safer and more developed society.
Today, we are integrating the first batch of the Safe School Guards, which is an initiative of the Jigawa State Executive Council. Under this initiative, 9,974 young men and women will be employed to take care of our schools, our health institutions, and our courts, and also our water facilities across the state. These initiatives aim at saving the investment made in these places. We are witnessing a rampant destruction of these facilities by the so-called scavengers that normally remove our windows, remove our furnitures, and remove almost everything in these institutions. And we felt as a government, a responsible government, we should save this investment. And that is why we decided to bring in this initiative in the first instance. And in the second instance also to give our young men and women a means of livelihood. This initiative is aimed at also ensuring that our communities are also safeguarded. All the young men and women, the 9,974, each one of them was employed from his own community. His own community. And he is going to take charge of either the school or the hospital or the court or the water facility in his own community. And therefore we expect the entire community to support these guys, to support them in ensuring that those facilities are safeguarded. Under normal circumstances, those facilities are supposed to be safeguarded by the community themselves. But we are trying to now put a roadmap for the community to see that there is need for them to safeguard this facility going forward. These gentlemen and women are from their own communities, and they will safeguard and they will see that all the facilities in their own communities are safeguarded and are kept safe. Under this initiative, we have arranged with the 3 independent private security guards, as you can see from the colors of their uniforms. These private security guards are indigenous security guards in Jigawa. So the entire process is an indigenous process. It is aimed at ensuring that this is Jigawa's affairs. The security companies are indigenous security from Jigawa State. Those that will be employed are indigenous of Jigawa State and from their respective communities. So we expect, like the Commissioner of Basic Education said, and also the chairman of this initiative, it is expected that you will take this as a challenge and be patriotic and be a very good citizens of your respective community. Please don't use this uniform to terrorize people in your community. The uniform are symbol of authority. Symbol of authority to prevent wrongdoings. It is not an authority to terrorize people in your communities. So I urge you to be a very responsible citizens of Jigawa State. I urge you to be very responsible citizens of your respective communities. Government is committed to ensuring that those facilities are safeguarded. And that is why the government is investing over 3.4 billion naira annually on this initiative. So you can see the investment is massive. And therefore, there is need for you to appreciate what government is doing. In addition to all this investment government made in the communities, in terms of school, in terms of hospitals, in terms of water facility, in terms of court, yet government is investing annually over 3.4 billion naira to safeguard this community through you. So it is important that you take this as a very big challenge and ensure that these facilities are safeguarded. For the security companies, we have all agreed that these guys should be treated very well. They should be paid something reasonably, as we have agreed. And we will make sure that their payment is good enough to sustain them. And also for the security companies, you should be vigilant. You should make sure that you have mounted a very good surveillance and security and checks to ensure that these guys are doing their job very well. We have signed an MOU and a contract document with you, and we will be able to ensure that you live to the expectation and to the content of the MOU we have signed with you. The local government chairman, you should be very vigilant to ensure that this initiative has succeeded. And therefore, we call on all the local government chairmen also ensure that these people are always in their duty post. And also ensure that the security companies are doing what is expected of them. The graduate, you should count yourself lucky. Out of the millions of people, millions of youth, about 9,000 of you were selected to go into this initiative. I think you should count yourself lucky, and I want to congratulate you for this achievement. Again, this is part of our initiative as a government. We have promised during the electioneering campaign that we'll make sure that we have do everything possible to empower our youth. We'll do everything possible to ensure that our youth have gotten a means of livelihood. We have initiated several programs that will empower our youth, ranging from agriculture, economic empowerment, and so many other programs that are aimed at giving our youth a comfortable means of livelihood. Today is another one we are launching, where 9,974 youths have now gotten a means of livelihood. We will continue to do this. We will continue to replicate this. We We will continue to do everything that is possible to ensure that each and every person in Jigawa State has lived a comfortable life. And we will do everything possible to ensure that the economy of Jigawa State has improved to the extent that every citizen of Jigawa State will have a means of livelihood. I want to use this opportunity to thank the committee that has conducted this exercise, and also want to thank all the security agencies, the brigade commandant, the commandant of civil defense, and the police and other security agencies for all their contribution in the success of this exercise. Exactly what we have done is far beyond the call of duty. So I want to use this opportunity on behalf of the government and people of Jigawa State, thank all the security agencies for cooperating with us, for working with us to achieve this milestone. I'm sure without your cooperation, without sacrificing your expertise, we wouldn't have reached where we are today. So therefore, I want also to thank you very much for all your cooperation, for all your dedication toward a safe and safer Jigawa State. I want to assure all the security agencies that the Jigawa State government will continue to work with you in collaboration to ensure that Jigawa State remains the safest state in Nigeria. Once again, I congratulate all the graduates for achieving this milestone, and I wish you a very successful career in this exercise. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh. The Safe Schools Security Initiative is a groundbreaking effort to enhance security across public institutions in Jigawa State. With 9,974 security guards deployed, schools, hospitals, and water stations will be protected from vandalism and destruction.
Part of the 12-point agenda of excellency, security is there as number 11, and I think also it's a responsibility for any leadership. The security of life of people and their properties is paramount. So what government is doing now is to complement that ethics and that intention. Though we have schools sited in communities, courthouses, water facilities, water station facilities, and health facilities, institutions all around. But then the essence is to make sure that we do something specifically targeted of those places because of the rampant theft of equipments, of properties, and materials in those centers. Because of what you call scavengers, jari bola, and the rest of them, who are normally so much engaged in cutting away some of this investment by the government. So we normally have ordinary securities, but now we feel that time has changed, and so we have to revolutionize and try to bring in new strategies into this security system. And that's why government instructed that we should just conduct an exercise, first of all, to assess our schools, assess our hospitals, assess our courthouse, assess our water facilities, our reformatory homes. How many are there? That was done completely across the state. We were able to get about 4,000 plus to 5,000. Facilities, that means buildings where you have schools, this and this and that. So we felt that they need this security so that we have people who are trained, who are given modern means of technology and modern knowledge of security, of securing places in terms of relationship, in terms of combat, in terms of observations, in terms of surveillance, in terms of relationship and everything. And that's what brings about this exercise to today. So when we finish the assessment of the facilities, we now call for submissions from private security companies. We have about 13 of them, and so we went around to all their offices, we screened them, and we came up with the best three. One representing each of the three senatorial districts: the Dusa senatorial district, Hadith senatorial district, and then the Northwest senatorial district. And we charge them with the responsibility of going around the local governments to assess and invite these youth, give them forms to fill, assess their criteria and other strategies to assess them and take the best among them who will feel can securely man our security, the security of our schools, our hospitals, and the other institutions. And then after they have done that, we now call for this pilot training here in Duse, which is the pilot one, which is just done as a symbol. It's done now, it's completed, and therefore they've been inaugurated. They have been posted to the respective place where they're supposed to go. And after that, maybe in the next 1 week, the steel companies will now go back to their respective zones and start continuation of the training program. Probably they will do it before the end of the fasting period, or they will do it after the fasting period. Since we have done the fast batch, and we'll start to go around to observe what these students people are doing. I think this is exactly what the government has said. This exercise will be costing the state government about 3.4 billion naira every year as part of the allowances. The government will now pay directly to the security companies, who will now pay the youth, they still got their own allowances or salary, and the little they get is what they will use for the logistics and management of the companies they have. That was what we agreed in the MOU with them, and that's what has been signed, and that's what we want to be working on. So very soon, inshallah, it will come into effect. Since we are already now almost halfway this month, we'll make all these arrangements so that these funds are being provided to the company so that they youth will not run into trouble when getting the allowances at the end of this month, inshallah.
It is indeed a great pleasure, not for me alone, but for the entire people of Jigawa State, especially the youth that the participants and the beneficiaries of this project. As you all know, His Excellency, upon elected into office, the first commitment he makes is just making sure that youth of the state are going to get a livelihood and means of getting their living standard uplifted and empowered to be able to be financially capable of taking responsibility for themselves as well as their families. Today is a great milestone. When you look at it, it is a group of youth, about 9,974 at a go. It is a remarkable achievement. Out of the number of youth we have out there, they say we have this number. At one go, they are getting opportunity to have a job doing. In the morning, they have where to go, they know what they are doing, and perhaps the biggest is they are earning a living and they are contributing back to the quota financially at the economy of Jigawa State and the economy of themselves. So it is a great achievement for us as an agency, as well as a great achievement by the state government and the entire people of Jigawa State. We really appreciate His Excellency for doing this, and we believe His Excellency is going to continue, as well as our agency. As you know, we are doing more and more and more and more to ensure we get these guys out of poverty.
Beyond security, Jigawa is also investing in digital empowerment, with global economies shifting towards technology. Equipping the youth with digital skills is crucial for self-reliance and economic growth. Through a partnership with the World Bank, 551 youths have been trained in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and other ICT-related fields, ensuring they are equipped with the tools needed to compete in a digital world.
Today, we are graduating 214 students who have learned how to improve their business for sustainable growth. These 214 successful students have undergone training on how to improve their small businesses so as to remain sustainable in business. Again, today, we are handing over admission letters to 550 students who gain admission in an effort by the Jigawa State Employment and Empowerment Agency in collaboration with the World Bank, Arms of Ideas, and the Jigawa State government. Have gained admission for 550 students in Base University to read different courses as follows: artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, business intelligence, cyber security, data analysis, and software engineering. You will all agree with me that these are sufficient courses which, if completed, will give these guys a good means of livelihood. Because the way the IT industry is today is the largest employer of labor. And therefore, it is in our effort to ensure that we have empowered our youth, that we have collaboration with the World Bank under ideas to sponsor this student to read diploma in these courses in Bez University at the cost of over 100 million naira. This money is a collaboration between World Bank and the Jigawa State government. The World Bank has undertaken to pay 85 million naira, while the Jigawa State government will pay 15 million naira. This has already been paid. It is our hope that these two groups of young men and women, those that have learned the art of improving their nono business, will continue to work very hard to ensure that they sustain this business. Therefore, in our effort to help them and assist them, in addition to the training we have given them, we have also undertaken to give each one of them a seed capital of 50,000 naira each. We hope that this 50,000 naira will help you to improve the business and continue to sustain yourself and help others. For those of you that are going for diploma courses in various fields, I wish you the best of luck, and I want to assure you that each and every one of you who has completed his diploma course with the upper credit or distinction is assured of a brand new laptop. So it's up to you to work hard to ensure that you have achieved this target. Any one of you who graduated with upper credit or distinction is guaranteed of a new brand laptop. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all this effort we are making is to ensure that our young men and women remain focused, remain in full gear to ensure that they have contributed effectively to our journey to Greater Jigawa. And we believe the only way we can give you an avenue to contribute your quotas is by empowering you. And therefore, we will continue to empower you so that at least you will be able to contribute your quota to the development of Jigawa State. Well, I wish all of you the best of luck. I assure you that the Jigawa State government will continue to support you, will continue to bring out policies and programs that will improve your livelihood and that will make you to excel not only in Jigawa State but in Nigeria in general. Once again, on behalf of the government and people of Jigawa State, I want to congratulate all of you for the feat you have achieved, and I wish you a very successful endeavor in your various enterprises. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
As Jigawa State takes these transformative steps, the message is clear: security and education go hand in hand. By securing schools and empowering the youth with digital knowledge, the government is laying a foundation for a prosperous and self-reliant future. With these initiatives, Jigawa State is on the path to reclaiming its position as a leader in ICT and a model for security and youth empowerment in Nigeria. And with that, we have come to the end of this episode of Jigawa in Focus. I am Fatima Ahmed Musa. Until next time, bye for now.